Welcome to today's episode of Spelling Bee Ninja. In this session, we'll dive into the fascinating world of English tenses, a crucial aspect of mastering the English language. Whether you're engaging in everyday conversations or writing essays, understanding tenses can significantly enhance your communication skills. So, what exactly are tenses, and why are they important? Let's explore together as we unpack the present, past, and future forms of English verbs. English tenses play a vital role in conveying when an event occurs. They help us express our thoughts, aspirations, and reflections through time, allowing us to explain events that happened in the past, are happening now, or will occur in the future. While learning tenses might seem daunting at first, mastering them is key for any learner aiming for fluency in English. Let's break down the types of tenses, starting with the past tense. The past tense is utilized to describe actions that have already happened. It can refer to events completed either just moments ago or long ago. The structure requires the use of the verb in its past form. For example, if you saw a lovely dress on your way home, you'd express that by saying, "I saw a cute dress." This clearly indicates the timing of the event. For actions that began in the past and are still ongoing, the past continuous tense is your go-to format. You might say, "I was waiting for my dad to pick me up," emphasizing that this action was in progress at a definite time in the past. Now, let's talk about the past perfect tense. This tense describes actions that were completed before another action occurred. It uses had followed by the past participle form of the verb. A typical example would be, Karen's parents had a Cadillac when she was a child. Lastly, we have the past perfect continuous, which serves to highlight actions starting in the past and continuing to the present. For example, one might say, "I have been living in London since 2010. This way, you're not only noting when the action started but also implying that it continues up to now. Moving on to the present tense, the simple present tense is commonly used and reflects facts or habitual actions happening now. It relies on the base form of the verb, so instead of saying, "I eat," you'd express it as, "I eat breakfast every day." In contrast, when detailing actions still happening right now, the present continuous tense is appropriate. You would say, "I am eating," to indicate an action actively in progress. The present perfect tense indicates actions that occurred in the past but still carry significance or relevance today. You might say, "I have eaten breakfast this morning," demonstrating that even though the action is completed, it is conceptually connected to the present moment. On the other hand, the present perfect continuous tense allows you to discuss an ongoing action that began in the past and continues. For instance, Mariana has been living in New York for 5 years lets the listener know the start point of this ongoing action and its duration. Next, we'll look at future tenses. These describe actions expected to start after now. The simple future tense employs will or going to followed by the verb. You might declare, "I will go home soon." Future continuous tense provides insight into actions that are expected to unfold. For instance, "I will be visiting my aunt in July." The future perfect tense, meanwhile, describes actions that will be completed before a specified future event takes place. You could say, "Lola will have visited her boyfriend's family home by then." Lastly, there's the future perfect continuous tense, which refers to an action that will continue until another future event occurs. To illustrate, you'd say, "I will have been sitting for 30 minutes when my ride arrives." Understanding these tenses is fundamental, but it can be overwhelming with so many variations. Many students opt to memorize formulas, but a more effective approach is to grasp the primary structure and adjust it according to context. Keep an eye on when actions start, this will guide you in selecting the appropriate tense. Remember, if an action occurred in the past, opt for the past tense. If the action is currently unfolding, select the present tense, and so forth. Moreover, think about whether the activity is complete or ongoing to choose between simple and perfect forms. Visualizing a timeline can also aid in determining when events start and finish. Lastly, familiarize yourself with signal words that hint at the tense's timeframe. No matter the strategy you choose, consistent practice is crucial. Now that we have covered the basics of English tenses, you can dive deeper into each one to strengthen your understanding, starting from the resources available on our website. To recap, we explored the essential role of tenses in English communication, emphasizing their importance in articulating past, present, and future events. We delved into the past tense, present tense, and future tense, along with their continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous variations. Each tense serves a unique purpose, helping you convey specific timing and actions. Remember, practice makes perfect, so keep engaging with the material and experimenting with different tenses in your conversations and writing. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Spelling Bee Ninja. We hope you found this overview of English tenses informative and engaging. Remember, mastering tenses takes time, so be patient with yourself as you practice. Join us next time as we continue to explore more interesting topics that will enhance your English language skills. Happy learning, and see you soon!